It's my privilege to be in the financial capital with the elite technocrats of India. I'm being more consultant today with my team, just at back, to help you with the next 2 days to win and leave to Las Vegas. And it will be my privilege and my team's privilege is sitting behind you to take you through this journey of 2 days, and all the best. So for the next 20 minutes, I will emphasize on talking to you a little bit about Schneider Electric, its product portfolios, solutions and services portfolios, and which will eventually help you to actually solve this business case, what you'll be presented with. Let me start with an introduction to Schneider Electric. Schneider Electric is a French company based out of Paris, Hive in Paris, headquartered there. We have a presence in almost around more than 100 countries with around 130,000 employees working with us. Business turnover of around 22.4 billion euros done last year. We have almost around 4 to 5% of our sales committed to R&D, because most of the products and solutions what we have are very unique, innovative across the product portfolios and data centers. We are operating largely out of 4 areas in the world. North America is one of the biggest area where we do business. We have Europe, we have Asia Pacific, and we have a strong prominence in Greater China now. And I can tell you the business transformations are moving from North America, Europe to Asia Pacific. So this is a key business hub for us, especially in the data center field. We work out of different solutions for us for utilities, industries, energies, IT infrastructure, and many more. So we have a presence in all these areas of business. What started our business? We are almost 130 years old into this business, but today, we are focusing more on the energy management part of it, and we always live in this dilemma. All of us know the severe crunch of energy what we have, and not just that, but the demand of energy is growing and ever growing. This slide actually tells you as to what is it that we are living with. We are living with power outages, rising energy prices, there are climate changes, there are conflicts for resources, countries fight for resources, right? While everybody wants to grow in this world, the energy demand is going to grow up by twice. 2 times in 2050 is what you'll see the current energy demands will be. But at the same time, we'll also be pledging to reduce the carbon emission by almost half. So that's a big, huge goal what we have. And where does Schneider help these customers in getting the solutions for these problems? Well, so we are on 2 sides. While on the supply side, the emphasis is on generating cleaner power, cleaner energy through renewable sources. That's catching up very fast. But the cost of actually producing these renewables is very high. Cost per watt is very high. That's one side of it in terms of energy. The other side is on the demand side, where actually what we use, we can conserve. So we have actually products and solutions on the supply side as well as the demand side. But what is left to us today, all of us in this room, is to actually consolidate. Actually consolidate our infrastructures in such a way that while we don't have more options on the demand side, on the supply side, but on the demand side we can play a role. So at least Schneider Electric helps you with products and solutions in this area, right? And the first priority what we have is clearly the energy efficiency. Right, so what we do, we make energy safe, we make it reliable, efficient, productive and green for our customers. So while you have the producers on the left-hand side, producers and the transmission companies, the energy usage is all of us. So sandwiches in the Schneider Electric is sandwiched between these 2 players in such a way that it optimizes and helps you save anything between 30 to 70% in your critical spaces. Right, now this is one very enlightening slide. Just have a look at this. 17,096 terawatt hours of energy consumption in total in 2008, of which 8% went to only data centers. Okay, and 8% went to data centers, and a third of that data center energy was wasted due to poor efficiencies. Or inefficiencies. Now look at that, that comes to around 410 terawatt hours. So that's the opportunity which we have to save. And look at some more statistics. The French consumption, the energy consumption in 2008 was just around 536. It's a consumption of one big state, one big country. And look at what was generated out of wind energy in 2009, just around 304 terawatt hour. and solar 26 terawatt hours. And you see, you have opportunity to save 410 terawatt hours, which is available with us through the solutions what we can actually build up for you, right? Very impressive, a very good slide actually to start with. Well, so what we have, we have the suits, we have the physical hardware suits, the software suits to actually make a play right from generation to distribution, to buildings, the data center which we play into, and the devices. So we have a play across all these things, products and solutions helping you there. Well, we're also working with international bodies. The Green Grid Global Consortium is a organization which is started by Schneider worldwide. It is actually helping build standards and measurement protocols, processes for different data center industries. The US Environmental Protection Agency is one more just leading agency which is labeling now Energy Star. Energy Star ratings have come in for buildings. We're trying to work with them to get it for even the data centers. The European Commission Institute of Energy is defining some code of conduct again, and largely enterprise like you, the large enterprises with you as your teammates are already taking conscious efforts to actually save energy. So this is happening from an all-round side. While enterprise take the lead, this is being followed up in terms of some kind of a governance coming in from large bodies like this. We're working with all of them. What we have as solutions is basically on the data center physical infrastructure side. Now what we're going to speak to you and what these case studies are with you are mainly focusing on the data center piece of it. And in the physical infrastructure layer, you have, starting from rack, you have the rows, you have a complete room of the data center, which includes the white space and the gray space, the utility areas, and the entire building is where we have the entire end-to-end services and solutions with availability and efficiencies are the key KPIs. So we have these with us. Well, what is happening is, there are several challenges which we all live with, and you will vouch, you will see this in the slide, and tell me later, if they are more different than what I mentioned here. But the speed, the cycle of execution of design and build, particularly for a data center, is shrinking. The dependencies, the business climate is very dynamic in nature. The service level qualities which people are expecting, which vendors, customers are expecting has changed. People are now talking about business continuity. Every single second, every single minute, an outage which happens in a data center costs very dear for all of us in this room. Right, so we're talking about that, and merely because we have losses in the business, we have mission critical, we have business critical operations to run with. We actually then go in with a lot of compliances. So there are a lot of compliances requirements which are coming. So agility is a key. Go fast is the mantra. While this is happening, the IT density itself is changing. The compute per watt standards have changed. The centralization, consolidation, or virtualizations are something which is happening. Traditional servers have given away to high-density servers in the same critical space, compromising on power and cooling and the space itself. So these are some of the IT density challenges. Energy has been always there. You have seen some of it in the earlier slide. But what is happening is that the data centers are not merely looked upon as cost centers today. Actually, the CEOs are insisting that we turn around this data center from a cost center into a profit center. So save energy and reap that back to this original business or the core business is what we are in, right? So this is what is some of the challenges, and everybody wants to go green, right? Okay, so what do we have then in that case? We have the challenges seen. Then we have designed the best of hardware. The hardware portfolio is which I'll discuss in a few next slides. We have an end-to-end management tool while we supply the best-in-breed, highly efficient products, but the turnkey end-to-end management of these equipments is something what we can do to you. And we have decades of experience in actually building small, medium, large, and extra-large data centers across the world. So we know the technology and what it goes. It can be customized. It can be actually repeatable kind of solution architecture with some better planning to take care of future extensions, expansions, and better coordination among the operating teams. So this is what we can offer you as an agile solutions, what we have with us. And so what do we have? Typically in a data center, you have the white space. You have where you have the racks space. You have the electrical rooms, UPS rooms, where all the power equipments are there. You also have the chillers, the pumps, the walls which are helping you from a mechanical side. So it's basically a play across electrical, mechanical, and the white space in the data centers, as that what we operate across. So in the electrical rooms, we have the best of UPS technologies. The uninterrupted power supplies is what we have for you. We have the complete electrical distribution, the different battery options, right from distribution panel boards to the power generation, backup supplies, relays, conductors, ATS, from an electrical room side perspective, products. From the mechanical side, the entire piping design, the coolant distribution, matching it with feeders, filters, air handlers is something what we can offer. We also have on the IT floor the racks itself. So we provide racks. We can do the entire network management there, the security management, including, we can make these racks intelligent in terms of giving the PDUs, so that even at the UPS level, you can measure the power consumption. So while we have the products on the top, we have the management layer where we can remotely monitor, control, and automate. So these are the solutions and services which we can offer you with different kind of products what we have. Right, so in terms of power, I mentioned in the earlier slide, but just to take, again, a small dive into this, the medium voltage hardware, emergency generators, UPS, transfer switches, many more of these products which we can again discuss while we are at the booth. The cooling is in terms of row containment, precision air cooling, if it's just a spot cooling, variable fan speed drives to increase the efficiency. We can have cold aisle, hot aisle containments products for you, or a mixed density cooling environments, especially where you have high density servers. So on the cooling front of it. On the racks, very easy to deploy racks with designs which can integrate IT vendors, third-party IT vendors equipments. These are all again, remotely monitored and controlled. So that's again a facility which is available to us. The physical security is in terms of deadbolts, the humidity, temperature, sensors, and then the cameras associated with the access control, your fire and life safety, video surveillances, and this all comes with, again, analytics. So this is something which we have from the physical security side. The management software is something which is most important today, the data center infrastructure management piece, which tells you exactly what is the capacity of the white space you have in terms of the loading in each of these racks, what kind of servers you have, what is the change management, what you need to do, what is required over a period of time, the entire operation management spread across the data center infrastructure management tools, what we have. Then we have something apart from products and just the software solutions. What we have is something called as a life cycle services management tool, which is starting from doing an audit and assessment of your critical facility, coming with some recommendations, to do some retrofits, thereby which enable energy savings. We can actually do some kind of a remote monitoring to give you the physical dashboards at a remote location, and it can help you actually do a better asset management. But if you have to really portray the DC lifecycle management, it starts with assessment on the site where you want to build the data centers. We have competencies across building a data center, as I said. It starts with design consultancy. It is also, we can offer also some peer reviews for you, where we can get on to see what your consultants have designed and get you to know whether these designs are appropriate, energy efficient or not. So that kind of service we can give. We provide the complete design build. That means we can build the data center for you. We can do the project management for it. We can do some integrated testing of these data centers before they are handled for production. We have critical facility management teams which can work around the clock on site with people committed from Schneider side helping you out. That can be complemented with some remote infrastructure management solutions at the back end, where we have DC experts, the service delivery managers taking around the clock view about your data centers operations and performance, and then give you critical ideas on as to what you need to do in terms of optimization. You also have the break and fix services across the data center. But what is the most important phase and what we will go through in the case studies also today, which I've seen, is in terms of optimization. So what could you do, apart from running the data center on a day-to-day basis, managing the cost? How can you make it future ready? What is it that you need to do in terms of making it most energy efficient? We come out with, as I said, the audit assessment services, which come out with gap analysis. It comes out with recommendations, what you need to do both operationally and in terms of some CapEx retrofit solutions with an ROI calculations to tell you what is it that you can save. We can help you consolidate the entire IT infrastructure. Migrating certain data centers from one place to other, putting 2 data centers into one, is something what we have proficiency into. And then we can take up end-to-end energy management services, right from rack to plug, undertaking performance contracting business models, where we commit that what we save and right at the beginning of the contract. So these are the certain solutions and services what we have. Our value proposition is clearly one thing. Data centers are business critical. You can't have power outages. Even a 1-minute downtime costs very dear for the organization. So our value propositions are clearly on maximizing the availability and uptime, to the tune of, let's say, if it is a tier 3 data centers, talking about 99.99% compliances and uptime availability. Enhancing the productivity of all these assets, what you have in your data centers, improving utilization, minimizing the operating cost, and then optimizing the energy consumption. This is what we will commit as services and solutions for us. Well, we are all well connected in the industry with large IT partners, including IBM and Dell, whom we work with very extensively. There are many more names in this, including Microsoft, which we work with. We have global associations, tie-ups with them to work on the best of technology, bringing in as a total end-to-end solutions. We are tied up with, as I said, key industry groups, which is the Green Grid. We come out with data center maturity models, which is of some interest to you. We can discuss it over the next sessions, what we have. We are connected with all the engineering and contracting group of companies. We are working with regulators to drive some sea changes in the way the data centers are being looked upon and operated in India. So we're working with all of these. We have really the thought leadership, what we have done in the past through a lot of white papers which are available online for you. You can just simply register there and get to these white papers. We have an energy university. Now, if you need to actually do some qualification courses for your organization, these are available online at no cost. So please make an attempt. You have the energy university, you have the data center universities, where all these techniques, all these products are discussed in great detail. So, I mean, this is available to you at just a click of a button. So please enroll to that. We also have Schneider technology centers across different parts of the globes where you can come. We have the proof of concept centers. You can visit this and get most enlightened on all these things, including product, services, and solutions. Well, we also have some trade-off tools available to you online, which is basically trying to find out what are the data center costs in terms of building. In terms of operating and managing. We have some power and cooling efficiency tools to tell you exactly as to if you input the data which is available to you from the assets coming in, you can find out what the PUEs are of your data center. If you have to benchline and baseline, you can actually do that. We have a carbon footprint map to tell you exactly what is your consumption and what is the equivalent carbon credit you can avail if you have to get into some kind of energy monitoring measures. So we have all kind of these tools available to you. And at the end of the day, what is critical is that we save energy. We save energy, we save the valuable time of the IT and the facility teams. We help actually control the damage which happens to the business relationship if this critical space is not working, right? And lost sleep due to worrying what happens next. Because these are all very business critical. You can't have any outages in this. So our solutions and services are all driving to this. The bottom line is critical as to what you save. So what you save is critical, and that's what we do. So that's what is Schneider Electric all about. I'll be most happy to actually take you through this entire journey. I was given this time slot of just 20 minutes. I think I've done a due diligence on this. And we are available for the next 2 days. My team sitting behind there, it's represented by Mr. Bhupendra Patil. Can you just raise your hands, please? Bhupendra Patil, Mr. Rakesh Patel, and Mr. Arun Murthy. We are available for you and wish you all the best in this journey of winning. Look forward to see all of you win, hopefully. All right, thank you.